Abby, just start us off with your thoughts on tonight's game.
Yeah, I thought the game went well. Obviously, with the result, we're happy. Anytime we can get a point against these top 2-3 teams, really happy. I thought defensively we had a really, really strong game. I thought Jules, in particular, had really strong games. Attacking wise, I thought we were a little bit slow today. It wasn't the same. We didn't have the same danger feeling to us that we usually have, so that was a little bit disappointing. But really, really happy with the defensive side of the game.
Were you guys expecting Alex Morgan to play, and then she's not in there, and it looked like Jaden Shaw was kind of in that withdrawn 9? How did that maybe change the way you approached the next game?
Yeah, no, we were expecting her to play. We obviously knew that she had a bit of an injury in the last game. So we always prep as if they're going to play their full team. And if they don't, that's a little bit of a bonus. But, I mean, these teams don't really lose a lot of depth when they lose players like that. They're so good with players that they bring on. So not a lot changed in terms of, like, what we were doing or how we were going to shape up. But, you know, she's a dangerous player, so we're happy that she didn't play, obviously. And, you know, we managed to get the point out of it. So.
Questions?
So what you guys talk about at halftime? Is obviously tied 0-0 in that.
There's a locker room secret. No, we just wanted to tidy a few things up. We're a little bit sloppy, we're a little bit slow in the first half, and we could feel that. But at the same time, we thought we were creating a lot. We just weren't finishing those last chances. And then we did wonder if Cornack was going to come on in the second half, so we did make some adjustments for that with Jay obviously marking her, and then I thought she did a really, really good job. But it wasn't a lot. It was just tidying up a few things. You know, attempting having a go at people running on B1. I think she's a little bit shy in the first half, but it's the first game she started in a while, so more encouragement just to kind of keep doing what we were doing. Hoping that the goal would come.
I thought it was a really good team defensive effort tonight. So talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, like I said, I'm really happy with the way that we defended. We're growing in the sense that we're making it really, really difficult for these teams to score against us. And against teams like this, you cannot switch off for a single minute, especially when they've got threats like Pontiac in the air. So, I mean, I think Lo and Jules in particular had really, really strong games. They're learning as they go in the games. There was one instance that Jules, we've talked about with her in past games, she's defending, she gets turned inside out and she rolls, and she didn't in this game, and you know I thought she defended really, really well, learning from previous games, so kudos to her and kudos to Will for the games that they played.
Abby, I'm just looking up the stats from this game on Plot Mob, and it's saying that you guys had 88% pass accuracy for the game. Without looking back, that has to be the highest pass accuracy this club has ever had after a game. Can you speak to that?
Yeah, it is. I think it shows that one, we're keeping the ball. 2, we're accurate with the ball, but I'd be interested to see what's happening in the attacking third with that. So that's great. But if you're not coming away with the result and you've got the goal for, 80% of the time or 60% of the time, what's the point? I'd rather be keeping the ball for 20% of scoring goals and winning games. So that's great. So I think we need to go back and look at that and see what's happening with possession when we do have other passes going backwards. Are we being shy with the ball? Are we being more, defensive minded than attacking minded? So awesome that we get to keep the ball, because that means that's less work for me. So I'm happy about that. But attacking wise, I think we're a little bit under the standard that we'd like to be.
To answer that, it looks like roughly 60% of the passes were in your own half. So you're busier than you think.
Question from Zoom. It looked like you were really intentional about playing progressive passes when you were on the ball, finding first and 10, looking forward whenever possible. Was that an attempt to increase the tempo playing out of the back?
Yeah, I think we've been really dangerous, particularly on the left side. And I think teams are finding ways to shut that down, especially with Sav being so dangerous. Obviously, getting played for them, there's a little bit of attention on that. So the intention is to find other players and to find people in more dangerous positions that maybe we can find Sav in more advanced positions. So it's definitely intentional, and I want to make sure that we're not just playing on the back. We're not keeping 60% behind these lines. I want to get behind these teams and start attacking and getting the ball into the attacking third. So very intentional. But like I said, we didn't do a lot with it tonight, so it's a bit disappointing.